1, 2, 3, 4. Small Town Jake's podcast. Welcome back.
I had to get in on that one. Welcome back, everybody. We are here in the backyard of Will's place.
We are fireside, like we had said that we always wanted to do, and it's a nice, chill evening. Fucking loving life. We're all happy, and today's podcast is going to be about the pursuit of happiness. Just going to be talking about kind of what makes us happy, and then we're also going to talk about the flip side a little bit, you know, kind of about depression and shit like that. But today, we're all feeling fucking pretty good.
Oh, yeah. It's been a good weekend. As you can see, summer's finally here, and we're finally enjoying it.
Yes,
took a while.
It did, yeah.
By the way, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. From over here.
Long distance. Will
cheers.
over there.
Hey.
Yep, we're all just...
I'm just out of frame, seductively.
Oh.
Yeah. You might see a foot. I don't know. Maybe. I can't tell.
But no, we're just
Comes in frame.
hanging out backyard and got a little fire going and stuff, so we thought we'd bring it to you guys like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just going to talk a little bit about, like, some things that fucking make us happy in life, because...
some of those things that...
Yeah, fucking life ain't easy anymore.
Yeah, and, you know, you gotta...
Maybe it never was, but... As you get older, you got to find those little things that make you happy.
Yeah,
you
and recognize
appreciate
on it. Recognize
feel
them
gratitude for.
and blow it up. Like, take it to the next level and see how it makes you feel. And, you know, just kind of pursue anything that, like, there's a little light there. Oh, let's go check that out a little bit more.
Yeah.
I was always pretty
dive into what the fuck you enjoy.
jealous of people that were creatives that could just, like, come up with all these different ideas of what we could do for the day.
Yeah.
And that was always something that was really neat when, you know, certain guy would be like, okay, we're going to go up to this place. And I never even heard of this place. And we'd go up there. I think it'd be like Slab Camp or something like that.
Yeah.
And just spending the whole day doing a whole new experience. It's hard to keep doing that and to, you know, try to... That's what I keep telling myself. I don't want to, like, keep on doing the same things that quote unquote make me happy.
Exactly. Find new things all the time.
It's very easy to establish a rut.
Exactly. Well, not even a rut, but just just
pattern.
Like, a pattern.
Yeah.
Where it's like, every once in a while you got to go out and fucking just do something else. And
Something
be like,
new.
Maybe this will make me happy, or that will make me happy. And, you know, these things make me happy, but, like, you know, try and, you know, find other things, do other shit, you know.
Yeah. See, and, like, I had a dream as a kid to always, like, kind of want to, like, fly planes. And recently I started a brand new thing, and I bought an RC plane, and it's funnest thing in the world, and it just is something brand new to me. And as a kid, I'd always circle little remote control airplane in the book for Christmas that our parents would give us, a JCPenney, like, catalog, and just circle stuff and put your initials by it, and Santa might get it for you. But there was always this one.
Spoiler alert: Santa's not real.
Oh God.
I know this is supposed to be the happiness podcast, but
well,
we're bringing it to depression.
Yeah.
Santa's not real, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and if I would have gotten a remote control plane back then, I would have immediately crashed it and
probably just
felt
been done with
in
it.
the dumps.
Yeah.
And then my parents were like, "Great, I just burned up."
Yeah.
Like.
But now as an adult, like, you can do that thing that, like,
I have the money, and I remembered. I was sitting thinking, like, just meditating about, you know, about this concept of what we're talking about today. Is, like, you know, what it was on my birthday, and I was like, was feeling kind of like, what would be the word for just like a flat plane? Like, I was feeling very flat, I guess. It's just like it wasn't down, but it wasn't
lackluster,
melancholy,
nonplussed. Melancholy is good,
melancholy, and
I think the older you get, birthdays tend to be that way, because, like, I remember just thinking, like, I haven't done well other than, like, a big one like my 30th. I went and did something, but, you know, like, for the last 4 or 5, 6 years, it's like, oh, what have I done on my birthday? Nothing. Does anyone get anything? Not really, but that's fair because, like, the world we live in, and so sometimes you got to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll talk about that like with friends and stuff later. But it's like it's nice when your friends get a hold of you and like actually do something for you on your birthday or something like.
Oh yeah.
Remember your shit rather than just hitting you up on Facebook and saying like, happy birthday. Which I do that to a lot of people. But I try to make my close friends' birthdays like mean something because
that's cool. Really just showing up for somebody is cool in itself, especially if they weren't like really like expecting it, and it turns out to be like a great old time.
Just what are you doing? Best. It's your birthday. I want to fucking see you. Even if it's just for a couple minutes, just be, happy birthday and shit,
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what makes me happy, is being there. That's, like, one of my biggest things is fucking being there for people. That brings me so much happiness. And, like, I used to, I used to work for, like, CPS. I used to work with kids, and I used to work with the youth at risk and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's like being there for people and being able to be like a good influencer, but just push somebody in the right way, because I was luckily enough to be like, raised by two great parents and, raised to be a good fucking man and, or a good person. And it's really nice to be able to like share that experience with somebody else and like to try to turn them in the right direction. So it's like
paying it forward, and then like, that in itself will multiply on itself. Like it'll happen.
Yeah.
Because maybe they'll take it. And then they'll pay it forward.
Exactly.
And it's
somebody
just like
else. They'll learn
multiplies,
this
and
little
that's
bit.
It's the butterfly effect of doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to do that, my whole fucking life, because you can't take anything with you, but you can leave something behind. And even if it's just a small memory to somebody, it's something. So like that's what just fucking makes me happy, is just to fucking make people smile, be there for somebody, make somebody fucking laugh. If I can just make you laugh, I meet you just once and I can fucking make you laugh, I'm happy, And, people are always like, man, why are you so fucking nice to me? Why are you so sweet to me or whatever? And it's like, because you never know when the fuck you're going to be done. Yeah. We never know, I could get in, a car accident coming here and I couldn't even record it, It's like I could be gone any minute, and every time I see somebody I love, somebody I care about, one of my close friends, I always want to leave them with a good memory of me. So whether it's being cool to them, doing this, doing that, doing whatever,
slapping them in the face,
dude. Yes, slapping them.
It's
in
actually
the face
a good memory I have,
and you'll always remember me for that. And we laughed hard. So
someday you'll be gone, and it'll just be like, I wish you could just slap me one more time.
If Jake could just slap me one more time. You're like at my funeral, like giving like a sermon,
putting your head down by the casket,
and then like, you grab my hand out of the casket, you slap me one more time. As you're crying.
Oh boy.
So it's like I love to I just always want to leave anybody that, every time I'm leaving somebody, or go, whatever, it's like I want to leave you with like the best memory of me, because I never know when it's going to be the last one, and I don't want it to ever be a shitty one. So that's my happiness. That's what I love to do for people. And I know it makes me a shitty person for feeling that.
I only do good things because it makes me feel good.
No.
Where is it?
Okay. So now that we're over the beginning part, what's in your notes, bro?
Well, one of the number one rules that I wrote down was to listen to yourself.
Yes.
And, and really kind of analyze like what it is that is causing the happiness and
take some time. Like when he says like listen to yourself, it's like take some time, go sit by the water by yourself, or go sit in the woods.
Correct.
Go sit somewhere and just think about it, rather than like doing it in your bedroom or whatever, while you're at work, while you're on your break or whatever. Just go somewhere by yourself, sit there, and fucking really think.
Yeah. Number 2, pursue the good feeling that you found, and then
follow
after it's done,
happy.
really
pursue the happiness, bro.
Yeah, and then after that, you assess it. You say, okay, what's the value of this? Yep. Is it something that I should keep doing? Is it actually helping, like you said, others? Is it hurting me in any way? It could be like, oh man, I drank 10 beers in 3 hours.
yeah.
And we had such a great time.
Yeah.
Let's do this every day. No, you can't.
Well, that happiness needs to be like once every couple months.
I think
I don't never need.
I think a really good job of that, or a really good example of that reflection, is that Wilson mentioned to me the other day about getting into the RC planes, and he's like, I've already bought a second one because I broke the first one. And I was like, but this one I'm not. He's like, this one I'm not going to break. I'm like, yeah, that's doing the reflection of like, okay, I spent the money, I tried this out, I enjoyed it, it's worth continuing, and you have to do that math in your head for every endeavor. I mean, we're sitting around with a bunch of relatively expensive recording equipment because I decided that like I kind of like doing this.
Yeah.
And I had to assess how far do I want to go down the rabbit hole, and the answer is every time we thought of a new idea, it's like new equipment, new capabilities. So like that's why we're here.
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes you happy, just fucking keep on doing it.
Yeah.
Just try little by little. Will didn't start out with a whole fucking studio. Will started out with a fucking mic, and then he got this, and then he got that, and then
really
he got one little thing every. You don't have to you don't find your happiness immediately. You find it in the journey on the way.
I tell people that all the time.
It's not about your destination. Yep. It's about being happy with the journey, the small things, the little things every day on the way. The little tiny, don't set up huge goals. Set little tiny goals. Yep. And when you reach them, you feel great about it.
So many people I know are waiting to like find their happiness, and they don't realize that it's an action, not a destination.
Yeah.
That you're not going to just suddenly one day have all the things and be happy. They're waiting around for that.
Be like, I got it all.
Yes.
And I'm happy.
And I tell people, I'm like,
find your happiness on the way.
It's a daily, it's a process. Slowly. It's a struggle. It's like, that's funny. Yeah. Happiness is a struggle, but it is.
Yeah,
it is. But happiness, you got to find it in the small things. All the little fucking tiny things. Just find it, that little bit every day. There's something somewhere.
And
in every little piece, no matter how fucking shitty your day is, find that little tiny thing and just forget about the rest of that stuff and just take that little thing, even if it's 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever that is, make that your day. Remember that thing rather than the other shitty stuff.
Right. Practice gratitude.
That your day.
Really, really practice being grateful for what you do have, and that pulls me out of the dumps sometimes. Just the world is crazy. So, and I'm lucky enough to be able to just like not having like bombs blowing up near me or something. Like couldn't even sleep through the night.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm super grateful.
Yeah, and we're so lucky to live like where we live, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't tell anybody about this place.
Please don't move to Washington.
We're like, it's amazing, but don't.
Really great here. Oh god.
It's fine to visit, but you don't want to.
You don't want to.
Just being able to go down to the water, one of the things that brings me the most happiness is just going to the water and sitting down and watching the waves.
Take me to the river.
And I love to go to the river. And I live right next to the river, so I go to the river all the time. But yeah, just sitting like by the river, just by the water, man. It's so soothing, and you can just kind of turn everything else off for just a little while and just fucking watch the waves, count the waves.
Oh man. It's just I love going to the water, and my favorite thing is jumping into fresh water. I'm not a seawater otter.
I like
seawater otter.
Well, see, I like the water out there, but I also have like a fear of deep water. So it's like I can sit
like
there.
You're swimming and then you feel like a plant like like brush up against
or
your
just
foot.
like
You're like, no.
or just like going out in like a boat out there, like tiny. Yeah, I'm just
looking down. You're like, I can't see the bottom, and that.
And that's too far away to swim to. Yeah, so that kind of freaks me out. But like, I do love going to the water, but like I sitting there and like respecting it. You know,
it calls
I mean?
to you.
Yeah,
find your calling.
Yeah, and so like whenever I go anywhere, I always stop somewhere and just fucking sit by the water. And like I'm a big sunset enthusiast. I fucking love to just go and watch.
Yeah,
sunset
you
by myself.
watch his Instagram. I mean, it's like 90%.
Yeah. Look at my Instagram. It's fucking
90%. And sunrises.
Well, and that's
sunrises the other.
We've all been, and I think people have talked about this on the podcast. We've all do the Sunday slow rides.
Yeah.
The sunset slow rides, and that was a big, a big impetus there. Is it like, hey, let's go? We always time. We not always, but we try to time the rides so that we catch the sunset. And like there was this one, I think we call it the sunset because like there are pictures from it.
It'll never be the same.
Well, that's just it. But it was perfect. It was like the full sky was, the timing was just right, and like we can try and recapture that, but you'll never get that same one back. And that's why it's like you just gotta go do them all.
Yeah,
you know,
you never know when that sunset's gonna be
right.
there.
Or one of like said the various other things that happen is like, oh, we run into otters or a field mouse that like hangs out with us. Like all these little things. Every single time there's just something that was totally unique about that one, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's why we go. That's why we keep doing it. We didn't just do it once. We keep going.
Yeah, well, and even though it's the same route, or,
right?
People often be like, well, we've done that one a lot. I think I'll skip it or whatever. But might be the same route, but you'll run into different things,
and there'll be different people on the ride, and
well, like all the pictures I take, it's all at the same places, and I go like as often as I can, usually a couple times a few times a week, but like lots of times I don't bring my phone with me. I just leave it in the car and just go sit down on the beach by myself and be with my thoughts. But then sometimes I'll be like, this sunset is too sick. I have to share this. I don't know.
Get a meditation app on your phone.
Yeah.
A meditation app that's playing the waves as you're sitting by the beach. That is actually auditory.
It's like waves are different, and then to be fucking with my head, and I couldn't deal with that. So sound, yeah. But I mean, those are just some of the things that I fucking like doing that make me fucking happy.
Like long walks on the beach.
Walks in the woods is my other thing.
Pina coladas.
Pina coladas.
I like paint. Hey, no. Song's about a fucking.
The song is about
infidelity.
Song about
At
terrible
first,
people.
it looked like you were gonna say, "I'll take a pina colada if you have it," but then he said, "No." I was like, "Oh."
I mean, I do sing along to the song, but it's about infidelity.
I like cheating on my significant other.
Yes.
Is that
does not bring me happiness.
The whole song is two people like hooking up or like finding an ad, like a personal ad.
It's like
their other person left.
Ad.
Oh,
yeah. And so like they both respond,
connect, and it's like the husband and the wife who meet up and are like, "Oh my god,
we're perfect for each other. We were both gonna cheat, but we should stay together."
Yeah.
It's a seriously weird song.
Okay.
But hey, you know what? It made them happy, and they embraced it, and we shouldn't judge them for that.
Yeah.
So there you go.
They learned a lesson.
Did they?
I never
feel like they did.
But to be honest,
they're both cringing on the inside. They're like, "Fuck."
I do like pina coladas.
I'm a big coconut pineapple fan. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like coconut, but there's just something about pina colada. We were gonna go into other things that make us happy. Cooking. Yeah, I fucking love cooking. I've always fucking loved cooking. That's like my fucking love language, and like cooking for friends. You came over to a couple of the big fucking dinners that I had when I lived out in Agnew and stuff. Big dinner parties.
At least one.
At least once. Yeah. And I'd love to fucking get back. I just got to get my own place, man. And then I'm just gonna have friends over to fucking cook for people.
Any luck on that venture?
No.
He's gonna have to move in with me.
Shut up, Will. We're not doing it.
It's gonna happen.
I want to live by myself.
Right here. This is gonna be your spot right here.
This shack.
You can rent the shed. We'll put there's enough room for a bed in there.
Oh man.
But
we'll
give you a hot plate to cook on.
Yeah.
I love
just remember to
entertaining
change
and like
over the batteries when when they're done.
Oh,
charging.
yeah. So if you hear the fan click off, you need to put the next battery on. That's true.
Like just making food for people, and especially drunk people, is the best too.
Oh, so you got the right job then.
Because like I'm currently a cook and I love doing it. But like doing that at home, making a big meal for everybody, and just everybody just being like, "This is the best thing ever," and it's just like fucking warms my heart.
Ooh, yeah.
Makes me fucking happy. I love feeding people, and I've always been.
Like my sister.
I've always been the cook, so I've always
host.
cooked at all the family events. It's always been me, and
turkey by Jake.
Yeah,
gravy by Jake.
Oh, Christmas,
I do cook
mashed potatoes by Jake. I used my strong
everything.
hand.
Yeah,
I
take my tiny hand. It's mashed potatoes,
and I stuffed it.
Oh, what was that? Scary Movie
2.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Scary Movie 2 was a scary one.
I think it was. I don't know.
They're all blended together. I cooked Alton Brown's Thanksgiving turkey one time.
Hell yeah.
That's how I do it.
And right, but I did it.
I have a totally different recipe. Well, it's the same.
It's the same, but
totally
just
different.
Yeah. No, but actually, to tell the full story, this will go into this. It's on topic. My mom had passed away. And it was one of the things in the first year of this happening. We're like, oh shit, who's gonna cook Thanksgiving dinner? That was kind of her thing. That was something that Mom did, you know.
Yeah.
And so we started divvying up who was gonna do what. And I was just like, I'd been watching a lot of Alton Brown, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna go head first and say I'll take the main course. And sure enough, followed it. It was the best turkey we ever had.
Oh my god!
And it was like, oh shit, we've been eating dry, like flavorless turkey our entire lives and loving it.
You brined it and stuff.
Oh yeah. And so we just didn't know any better, and so that was a lot of fun. But then I definitely was in charge of that forever.
Yeah.
You know, we're just like, oh, you did this right. So next year, hey, you gonna do that turkey? You know,
I cooked the turkey one year.
We talked about it. We did we did Turkey Cast.
Turkey Cast.
The fourth episode.
Are we being redundant? We've done all this before.
No.
Okay.
It was so long ago.
It was last year was the first year that I didn't make Thanksgiving for the family in 10 years or so.
Wow.
But Claire took over and she did a fucking awesome job.
That's great.
Shout out to Claire, who probably doesn't listen to the podcast.
Shout out. Oh, got to give a shout out to Maggie.
Maggie,
we were hanging out just before the podcast. She's like, give me a shout out.
Oh my God. Maggie, thank
you.
You are such a good supporter.
Yeah.
Keep on commenting on the YouTube because it looks like people actually care. So
people do care. No, it's quite amazing. Our drug episode went pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
I was pretty worried about that.
Phil still hasn't listened to it. He was like, I don't want to see myself.
He's only in half of it.
I know.
Tell him to skip the first half.
Yeah.
I did show him the very end where it zoomed in on.
We didn't get a clip out of the ending. We should do that. I forgot.
We'll get that out there.
That's too funny.
So, if you are just skipping to this pod, if this is your first time listening,
hey, that's possible.
Go back one episode.
It's a doozy.
Kind of grabs you by the boo-boo, don't it? Per se.
Yeah.
So.
Per se.
Indubitably. What? Pish posh.
That's another shout out to another podcast.
What? Yeah, so I think we're probably gonna we're probably coming up on break time pretty soon, but I just wanted to say that there's friends. I can't thank my friends more than anything. Like people that have been there for me and been that part of my happiness, and also, which we'll talk about when we get back, getting people out of a depression and stuff. If I didn't have the people I had in my life, man, I don't know if I'd be here right now. It's just some of those fucking people that you find in your life, you fucking hold them close, because they can really get you through a lot of shit. And sometimes you feel like you want to push them away, but if they're willing to be there for you for the right reasons, fucking keep them close. And
if they're always reaching out and you're never reaching out back, you gotta balance out the relationship.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Even if you're an introvert like me, I have that problem where like I
or at
delay
least
reaching out. I try to reach out
yes,
as much as I can.
And at least just let them know, and you acknowledge that they are reaching out to you and you appreciate it. And maybe you don't need them right now at this moment, and but just keep those people who are reaching out and who do stick around for you when you're in your shitty spots and stuff. Because life isn't all happiness. We love this. We're laughing our asses off. We're having fun. But not everything is perfect. Not everything's fun. But
well,
now I'm fucking bringing it down. Anyways, what I'm saying is, keep those fucking friends close. Those people that care. Those family members that give a shit. Don't fucking block them out. Keep them close. And we're going to toss a little bit of wood on the fire.
Gotta keep this thing going.
And we will be back shortly after our break.
Ciao.
Okay, let's redo that. We'll be back after the break. Not ciao. This is a Small Town Jake's podcast. We're not saying ciao. That's where I draw the line. I will walk away from this whole podcast right now.
Okay.
I swear to God.
Ciao. Yeah, well, I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. It's not you. It's not me. It's not the podcast.
Very good. Very good, sir.
Indeed.
Yes,
Indeed.
Indubitably. Yes, wonderful. Yes. You know what makes me happy is being a part of a team like this. Like, I love being a part of something bigger than yourself.
Welcome back, everybody.
Right, everybody?
No, I agree with that. Like hugely.
Yes. Yeah. It's nice to be a part of a group.
Because you can always accomplish more when you're a part of a group.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I just really like being a part of a team. If I'm gaming, if I'm working, if I'm playing.
Finding your people.
Yeah.
Because I was always a weirdo as a kid. I was very much...
You and me both, buddy. We're all weirdos.
I mean, people like me, but I was always that weird kid.
I tried to make my weirdness like funny, and that was my in.
That was my thing. Yes, as I've always made people laugh, and that's why they've accepted me. But I've always been a weirdo, and there's only a certain amount of people that can, jive. Truly, it's like I have a fuckload of friends, but I only have a close group of real friends that can deal with my shit all the time. Because it doesn't turn off. I've tried. There's no filter. But yeah, it's great being like a fucking part of a team.
Yeah.
If you're working on your own, you have strengths and you have weaknesses, and you have to deal with that. And as soon as you have a group, there's somebody whose strength might be in a place where you're weak, and their weakness might be in a place where you're strong, and then all of a sudden you may not have to deal or overcome that particular weakness any longer to continue making progress.
Yeah,
you always want to still work on those things, but the ability to say, "Oh, this is your wheelhouse. Go do it."
Yeah,
is huge.
Yeah.
Well, you go work on what you're good at, and then the group as a whole takes this big step forward together.
Or if you need help with anything in life. I work, but just if you need help with anything in life, to have that person out there who's oh, you're really fucking bad at doing this. Let me help you out with that or whatever, to bring you up and make you a fucking better person.
Yeah.
Whether it be this or that,
Play on your strengths. You don't have to be good at everything, even though I try.
Well, and also
you're amazing in everything you do, Wilson. We all love you. Golf clap for Wilson. Please. Oh my God, he's amazing.
The accountability of
cheerleader over here.
The accountability of working with anyone else, either it's a partner one-on-one or a team of 20, 30, whatever it is. Like, when there's anyone else counting on you to perform, you're more likely to get it done than if it's just you counting on you to perform.
Right. Yeah. Right.
You can let yourself down and like deal with it, but when you let somebody else down, because it's external, it's so much harder to just let go. I mean, at least for most people. Not for everybody, but
I feel that, man.
Not for me. I give 0 fucks.
Well, what? And that was one of the hardest things with starting my own business.
I do give multiple fucks, by the way.
I see your back pockets. It's full of fucks right there.
You got a couple.
Behold, the field where I grow thine fucks. See that it is barren.
See this, Simba? This could all be yours.
All the fucks the light touches.
Sorry, but yeah, you were talking about it's like it's good to be a part of team and fucking like have.
Well, yeah. When I was working for myself, that it was like, I'm working to not give up on myself or whatever, but having someone else that, say I hired a guy and he's outworking me, or I feel like like, oh gosh, what am I trying to say? Like it does help that like we motivate each other. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right,
it's like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's accountability.
Yeah.
External.
Keep those fucking people in your life that like bring you up and motivate you.
Yeah.
And it might not be at work. It might just be somebody who and that,
make
like,
sure they meet once a week on Mondays. Looking up.
Well, and this is an example of something that we've started working on together. No one person makes this podcast go.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
So,
I love it.
We're
I
all the
absolutely
linchpins.
love it. And if you want to start a podcast, do it.
Do it. Yes, we've been talking to friends about it. Fucking start your own podcast. We
fucking
do not
us.
mind
we'll
the
give
competition.
you high fives online.
We will shout out your shit.
Sponge off the whole 20 average listeners.
Yeah,
we're drawing in.
Hey, it was 58 on the last one.
Don't worry, baby birds. We'll feed you.
Yeah, we'll feed you. Yeah,
but
no, we encourage people we love just sitting around telling these stories, just talking to you guys and just talking to each other and just like having this out there and like having it recorded is just, it's amazing for me. It's what I've always wanted to do is just like talk to people, tell these stories and stuff. And I've been encouraging the shit out of a lot of people no, this is what I do. I do a podcast. You should fucking do one.
Yeah.
Also, come to Workshop Studios and
shameless plug.
There's somebody here that already has all the equipment for you, and it's not totally booked yet.
So there you go.
And that's, I was just talking to a friend the other day.
Dip your toe in the water. You want to find out if it's for you. That's that thing we were talking about earlier about take the step, have the fun, and then analyze it.
Do it.
Yeah, assess it. Like, and if it's, do I take it to the moon or do I have fun at this level?
So if anyone wants to take a toe and dip it into the water, come talk to us. We've
yeah,
there you go. That's the
and
real key.
If it's not a podcast, if it's this, that, it's whatever, if it's that little thing that you want to do, just fucking go out and try it. Like I was just talking to my friend the other day, and she wants to get into music, and I was like, no, let's start you a fucking Instagram page. We'll set up you an Instagram page. You can do like minute-long videos.
Just people watching the progress
shit out there.
People will watch every step.
Start. If that's what makes you happy, and you need some help with it, then I'm gonna fucking help you. Like do that. Do that little thing that's gonna fucking make you happy, even if it's just you putting out, you recording a song with your fucking guitar and singing to anybody on the internet. It's just that little thing, just putting yourself out there, getting that first try it. And
go fly your RC plane.
Exactly. Go fly your fucking RC plane. Do that little tiny thing that makes you
pictures
fucking happy.
of mushrooms,
right?
And that you find out in the wild.
Exactly.
Paint rocks, man. Some people paint rocks.
Share it with people. Like
whatever the hell.
That's what we're doing. Is we just wanted to be able to share it.
And give a shout out to Just Cherry Photo, which is pictures of mushrooms. That she started Instagram because she wanted to to exercise her photography like creatively. And
I love mushrooms.
Who is this?
Mushrooms are super cool.
This is Maggie, our listener.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's got an Instagram, Just Cherry Photo, I believe it is.
Just Cherry Photo. Okay.
And
on Instagram, check it out, everyone.
She loves ever since I've known her. I've seen her like take lots of pictures of like close up, really cool like naturist like plants and stuff. And she does a great job.
And so she went. So she went and did that. She went and was like, "This is what makes me happy. I'm just gonna start."
She's
an probably
Instagram,
not
and
making a fuckload of money off doing it, but it's just what makes her happy.
It's not about like I'm gonna get into the field and I'm gonna get hired and I'm gonna like grind. It's I'm just doing this for myself.
And
it starts out for yourself.
Other people will enjoy it.
Also, I'd like to point out that this podcast is brought to you by Freedom.
Yes.
Which is the noise that you will hear as people rev up and down the roads.
Oh, yeah.
So, sorry about that. If you're
we
listening,
haven't had any helicopters fly.
If you're listening to this episode in the car, that wasn't actually happening around you. You're fine.
We're in the middle of Port Angeles, so. But, yeah, I mean, you just fucking find that thing that makes you happy and fucking just grab onto it and fucking hold onto it, no matter what it is. If it's a person, if it's a thing, if it's an idea, if it's a business, if it's whatever.
A lot of people we know play disc golf. That's their thing.
Yes.
And boy, if they all don't seem to love it.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them fish, too. I don't get that one either, but like...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck makes you happy, whatever takes you away from everything else and just brings you, even if you can only do it a couple hours a week.
I hate the expression guilty pleasure.
Oh,
yeah, I hate it. I hate it. It's like own what you love, because like a lot of times TV shows.
I kind of got rid of that.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure.
But
thing.
it would be like, I watched this show. It's my guilty pleasure. I'm like, no. If you like it, like it and be like a fan about it. Like that's
no about probably like about a year ago, I got rid of all my guilty pleasures. I just have I really give zero fucks about what the fuck people think about me, and like I have absolutely nothing. I have absolutely nothing in my life that embarrasses me. I mean, I have
multiple stories,
and I have stories on this,
and it happens podcast. On a daily.
Yes, I mean, just shit, and I'm able to laugh at it all. And there's fucking nothing in this world that fucking embarrasses me. And it took me a long fucking time in my life to get to this point, but god damn it fucking feels good.
I think growing up a nerd helped.
Yeah,
because there was a time where like you had to. Well, it's not such a thing, not a thing anymore. But when we were in high school, it was kind of the last era where like nerds were still shit on a little bit. But now everything is nerd culture is pop culture. Everything nerd culture is mainstream. Like everything.
We were ahead of the curve.
Well, yeah, I know. But I mean, like D&D and hell, even video games at one point were.
Well, it's just like I can admit that I like Aqua.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
Have you watched Stranger Things?
I watched the pilot episode and did not enjoy it, so I haven't.
I was just gonna say because I was wanting your opinion about the D&D aspects of.
One of the reasons I couldn't watch the show is because of the D&D connection.
Never played D&D.
Yeah, it felt super cringy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like again, I think I was the last person that they would be trying to target, and sometimes you can feel that with a show.
Right.
It's just like, this isn't. For one thing, the nostalgia's off by a decade, and so like it feels like it's for my parents and not for me, and like so that was my first hit was that, and then like, I don't know, it just didn't work for me.
Okay, well, this isn't the Stranger Things podcast.
Yeah, well, it makes me happy.
I know, but
does it make you happy? Okay, never mind.
We get to talk about it.
It makes Jake happy, so we're gonna talk about it.
But that's just it, and it doesn't for me. But I don't go around telling people that Stranger Things is bad and they shouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah,
right.
Like that's the critical thing is to realize that like.
But I wasn't a teenager in the '80s. I was a kid.
TV shows. Okay, what TV show makes you happy? What's like your
happy place show?
What's your happy place show that you can just like put on the fucking background?
That's a good one. And we may have done this before
I have
too,
one,
but...
and it's so funny because I'll put this on all the time, especially late at night when I just want to fall asleep to something. It's just familiar, and I'm a total space nerd, and this show called How the Universe Works.
Oh, is it okay? I think I've seen.
It's so good, and I've watched every episode.
Who does the voiceover? Is it somebody famous?
No, it's
Okay.
actually planetary scientists and stuff, and they're all being interviewed and talked, and they all do the voiceover, and they're talking about the thing, the white
there was like a
dwarf
Samuel
star
Jackson
that
Is it at
was
least
on
sexier?
Supernatural.
Is it at least sexier or anything? Like the moon is.
See, I could do that with Cosmos.
going-
I feel like it's like
I could listen to
Cosmos.
Carl Sagan. I'd fall asleep immediately because I
Oh God,
love.
yeah.
I just love listening to him talk about the
He
universe.
loves to talk like
I-
he's just. I have a gripping tale that I'm gonna tell you. Like
It's good.
There are,
he's got
there's
it.
4 moons rotating around Uranus.
They were just discovered.
Pluto
This is a big
isn't
discovery,
a
and
planet.
NASA is here to tell us more about.
If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe.
Carl Sagan. I love that. That was good.
That's a good
Pretty
one.
That's a good impersonation.
Oh,
No,
thank you.
for me, like my go-to like TV show, The Office.
The Office. Oh
Fucking
yeah.
Yep.
Love The Office. And
I never got into
it's
that
like,
one either,
Yeah,
but
and I like read,
got
an,
into
I
it.
read an article about
I
like
just
people.
thought Pam was so cute. I was like, oh man, and Jim was so
So
funny.
you're a Jim. You're a Jim. That's
You're-
just,
yeah.
I'm a Dwight, so I don't like the show.
Oh god.
I'm so a Dwight. I'm like that. Yeah.
I'm a Jim at heart, but I'm a Dwight in person. But no, I love that show because, and I like read an article about it, how the people who they love The Office and they just put it on the background. Like I've seen it, I've seen the whole series like 14 times.
Friends was a big one for our generation
Yep,
too, where
yeah.
like everybody
And
would
lots of
put it
people-
on the background.
And-
Over
and-
romanticized,
and-
in my
yes,
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's your comfort show and you know it line for
Right,
line,
yeah.
like you
Comfort
don't,
show.
it doesn't matter. It's just in the
It
background.
doesn't matter. So
Right,
it's
yeah,
there
yeah,
in the
yeah.
background, and the article was about like The Office and Friends and stuff. Is you know what the ending is. The show is over. You got the ending, so it really helps people with anxiety and stuff. Is to watch these shows because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
you
there's no
know it line
surprises.
for line.
There's no
no
tension.
surprises, and you know the ending. Which
Yep.
for people with anxiety, you never fucking know the ending, you know, and we all, I mean, at least I
didn't like
suffer from anxiety a lot, so it's like, it's nice to have that on, like, the background and be like, okay, I know what's going to happen at the end of the episode, and not having that, you know.
When
anxiety.
when lockdown happened, I watched MASH. That was a thing that we grew up, which is
I used to watch MASH.
that was my well, like we had the DVDs when they came out. We bought them season by season.
Wasn't
They
it
came
on
out.
Nick at Night? I used to watch.
Yeah, we would tape episodes on the satellite and
Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie.
oh yeah,
I love
TV
Lucy.
Land, yeah.
Oh
But
my
MASH,
god.
that was.
Speaking of things that make me happy, I Love Lucy was one of my favorite shows.
I
know
love
you
Lucy.
love
I
I
love
Love Lucy.
Remember-
Wilson used
do you
to
remember
he used to
the-
have the poster
Yes.
in his fucking house. It was like an I
Sorry,
Love Lucy
I yelled into the
poster.
mic earlier there, but I was like, I love Lucy.
You love Lucy? I love Lucy.
Oh my god. Lucy,
but, yeah,
you
we-
got some splaining to do.
But I want to be in the show. But
my
yeah, we went to a thrift shop, got $20 in my pocket.
Yeah.
And picked out an I Love Lucy black and white poster. And I'm like, I'm putting this on my wall in my bachelor pad.
Nice. No, I would have done the same if that was there. Hell yeah.
And a Betty Boop poster.
Yep. The Betty
classic.
Boop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, but like I said, so
Me and
MASH.
Jacob been friends for a long time.
MASH for me, like I said, because it was something I knew by memory, especially those first four or five seasons. Because when you buy the DVDs, you watch season 1 over and over, and then season 1 and 2, and then season 1, 2, and 3. So you know the early stuff really well, and the earlier seasons are the funnier stuff. But boy, if that wasn't a strange lockdown show, because everyone's wearing masks all the time.
Yeah. Right.
And there's episodes where there are outbreaks in the camp, and like there's all these thematic
Too real
reoccurring
MASH.
things, right?
Too real.
But at the same time, it still was just like, oh, it doesn't matter because I know that everyone goes home in the end, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
It's that feeling. Yeah.
Speaking of which,
so
incoming, we got wounded.
Okay. We got wounded. Coming over. Right.
No, that's a Cessna 172 right there.
Yep.
Ooh,
no,
actually,
I actually don't.
That is probably really loud on the mic.
Do we have a double?
But no, somebody else.
That's a motorcycle.
Right.
Oh my God.
We have a motorcycle and
all the vehicles in
by
PA have decided to drive by at once.
This is
Small
intense.
Thunders podcast. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't that bad. We don't have to cut that out.
No,
We'll leave it in.
We're just amazed by the planes.
Yes.
At least I am now. I'm looking at that guy up there going, or woman. Yeah.
You know what? That makes it so much worse when you correct.
Just say person. The person who's flying that.
They are having a good time. I could say definitely that's
things that make you happy. Have I mentioned on the podcast that I like to take off from Fairchild International Airport? I call it international because we're right next to Canada.
It does.
I know, right? But I always drop that part.
It's international.
In Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, whatever it is.
Yes.
And so what I'll do is I'll literally you can ask Google what time sunset is, and she'll tell you exactly what time sunset is going to be. And I just set the clock to that in the game and take off from Fairchild into the sun as it's setting.
That is so cool.
And you bank around Port Angeles and you fly and you out along the spit and you can turn in towards the hills. It's
oh my god.
Do you fly like a?
I have a semi.
Whatever
right
you
now.
want. Yeah, the
Really?
you can fly a little Cessna. You can fly an F-16. You can fly a 737. No, for real.
That's
and
crazy.
so with the F-16, you can take off
There's
a little
Will
later.
looking at the sunset now.
Right? No, I'd take off a little later and fly to Seattle at darkfall, and so you just see the city lights as you hit. You just kind of point that way.
Well, that's
and
super
head.
cool for the nights that I can't go and watch sunset.
Oh, if it's
Man.
overcast or raining, hopping, yeah, you gotta have an Xbox Series S or better.
just
to
wanna
do
be a
it.
pilot.
Well, I'm
guys.
grabbing your Xbox.
But you can't. That's what
when I
I'm
leave.
saying. Even the extra one I have, you can't. You
Do you
can't
know-
do it. I know.
Did you know that a used plane, like a Cessna, is like $30,000?
That's relatively affordable.
Yeah, that's like cheaper
Which is
than a
ridiculous.
new truck.
Do you know
for
Sam
me.
Davies?
No.
Yes, I
yeah.
do know Sam Davies, and Cindy's getting married to him.
Hey!
Congratulations,
Congrats.
you guys! Love you,
Just-
Cindy. Love you, Sam. You guys are
I just
great.
heard.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Well,
Yeah.
Sam got his pilot's license. In the last couple of years.
Yeah,
has
no,
an
he's a fucking
airstrip.
Pilot.
But I'm saying he has an airstrip.
up
Yeah.
there and stuff. Yep,
And-
the wedding is next month. I'm super stoked. Going.
Oh, that's so cool.
both great people.
Obviously, I've known Cindy since I was fucking
We
6 years old.
Both have since.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need to
And,
grab onto his coattails. So you fly? Can I come?
Oh, to
with?
go with you?
No, Sam's a cool guy. He's
no.
one of my lunch regulars, and
Yeah.
we knew each other in high school.
Yeah.
And it's great. He's good
No.
people.
Oh man.
I'm also not a huge fan of flying. I don't like deep water, and I'm not a fan of small planes.
So just ground-based activities in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Next to water.
I like the shit that's right around here.
I like where
What'd
the
you say
land.
earlier, you're like, I just like
Where the
rivers
land and the water
woods.
meet. Is
Yeah.
what, yeah.
Just you want to be at the edge, where the land and the
Yeah.
water and where the land and the air
Yeah.
begin. That's where you want to
Yeah.
hang out.
That's my favorite spot. Well, you got anything else about happiness?
Fuck yeah, I've got a lot.
Keep it going, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Tell me your happy place.
Dude, I'm still talking about maybe I should take pilot's class or something,
You're
or
hooked on
even
flight, aren't you?
I feel like it's kind of like something I've wanted to do, and I got that first taste with the RC, and I'm just like, I've always wanted to.
Peter Schriepel. We both watch Peter Schriepel on YouTube, and he's a guy who started off in RC airplanes and eventually built actual planes that fly.
If that,
and,
what the fuck is going to make you happy? Maybe not owning a plane and doing that shit, but just being able to
I'll
just
fly you up for the sunset, man.
just
Like I know
over the
it's
water.
Hopefully that'll even it out for you. You're like,
Wilson, you're so romantic.
Do you want to take the wheel and fly?
Stop it.
Dude,
Stop it.
I went to the international airport and
Fairchild International Airport.
Yeah.
You mean the airport that's like 3 minutes that way?
The one that we're in the flight path of?
Yeah.
The planes that are
By the
flying
way,
over us?
I would love to fly the drone more often, but like I can't even practice in my backyard because we're in a flight path.
Like, isn't there something like you can go up to 400 feet before you need like FAA approval?
Here.
Oh,
yeah,
here,
not right here.
In the flight path.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, yes.
Yeah.
But we are literally in the no-fly. Like Midtown, I can fly in the parking lot, but at the house, no.
But yeah, so it didn't just start with the RC plane. I'm still on the planes, right?
So I see.
No. Don't you dare do this. Don't you dare do this to me.
He's still
You're
on
a
the
jerk if you do
planes.
this.
Just trying to be a nice guy.
Now I don't feel like talking about it because I hurt your feelings.
This is the Frisbee all over again. Frisbee wizard.
I have. Yeah. Okay. All right. No, you're building up to something.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Went and took a flight over the Olympic National Forest.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
when was this?
This was 2 years ago. So, was it 2 years ago?
It
2
years plus COVID.
It was
4 years ago.
Probably.
It was in the past.
Yeah. Mom had bought Christelle and I a flight.
Oh, nice.
And it was in a little Cessna. We've been bringing up Cessnas. Not brought to you by Cessna. Oddly enough.
The most prolific plane manufacturer in the world.
Yeah, it's the Honda Civic of the air.
Most planes are Cessnas. That's an accurate statement.
Yeah. But I got to be in the co-pilot seat, and I think he caught wind that I kind of wanted to control the plane at some point, and he gave me the takeoff. He's like, "Do you want to take?"
Really?
Yeah.
What? I mean, because he can always just do it instead. But yeah,
and I was like, "Yeah."
Wow.
And so he started. We started going down the runway, and he's like, "When I tell you, just pull back on the yoke there, you know," and
just yank on it.
yeah. No, I was like. Okay, and he's like, okay, pull up, and I pull back, and he's like, more. I was like,
yeah, because you gotta start getting some altitude.
And
that's fucking cool.
Yeah, and then we banked around, and we saw over PA just like we were talking about.
That's why I'm telling you, you should definitely take a flight around in the sim because
I know I could definitely do that shit.
Yeah,
that would be.
You get into it.
That would be going up there like around the mountains. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we
like you can go ahead and crash. I've been up there. I know how to hike back down.
We went
just head towards
east,
the water, right?
And then went into
up
the
canal or
past Squim, and then into the national forest from there.
So that's one of the things I
learned.
Kind
of over the Buckhorn Wilderness and whatnot.
In a Cessna, you got to take your time to get up to altitude because that shit's tall.
Yeah.
If you just fly. And south, you will run into the mountain.
And the thing is,
we live right by the water, but also there's fucking mountains.
And also you have to add airspace for if your engine cut out and then you have to glide out.
Right, because the ground is coming up at you. You need So it takes a bit.
So yeah, we got way
climbed for a while.
Yeah,
it takes a while. To get up to altitude
in the flight
to be able to go over the.
I don't give myself enough altitude. I
keep it low.
It's
low.
It's a lot of fun to see if you can just fly up the mountain.
Because Will's skipping across the top of the mountain.
Yeah, when I fly into the mountain, I just hit reset.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
No.
Oh jeez.
Why? Why did you
Hornet?
I know, but that was not how you deal with hornets.
That was a hornet?
It is.
It was something gnarly.
Did
it didn't sting me.
Good.
Is it dead?
I'm allergic to bees.
I think he's gone.
That was a close one.
He was just on you. No, whatever he was. Yeah, he was not a friendly bee. He was an angry bee.
I did not see the bee. I thought it was a crackle from the fire.
Yeah.
By the way.
No, when I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's not a, because we have a lot of mason bees on the property.
No, that was not.
I'm like, that's not a friendly little bee. Like that's
a fucking yellow jacket.
He had an abdomen and a thorax and angry little head.
Yeah. And he comes to the one guy who's allergic to bees.
And gets you in the neck, and you're like, oh god, I'm done for. It's in the neck.
Next time on
Hornets do not bring me
Small Town Jake.
Oh jeez.
Oh fuck. I have Benadryl.
I hope you do.
Jesus Christ. Christ, man. Oh, fucking A.
Yeah.
I hope we can see that on the fucking replay. That was a big motherfucker.
He's a big guy. Okay, so real quick, yeah, we flew over to Mount Olympus, and then we came out the Elwha, and then landed back in.
Right, because that gives you a path.
Cool.
Kind of.
Yeah, like the whole Elwha Valley, like where the bridge, the dams were, and
honestly, I'm super paranoid.
I'm sorry, man. We gotta hunt this motherfucker down. He's trying to take out my friend here.
Yeah, next time make sure he gets in the fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think we talked enough about happiness
and planes.
Do you want to go to the flip side of happiness? Talk a little bit about depression. I know you don't really want to talk about it much, but
that's okay. Let me say that, we talk about like this pursuit of happiness, like we know about it and stuff, and what this is what qualifies us to talk about it. I think this is something that we've both battled with.
We have both been in really fucking bad places in our lives. So
I think mine might be a little bit different from yours.
Well,
but we get
everybody's is different.
Yeah.
So
I'm diagnosed with chronic depression. So it's like all the time.
Doesn't go away.
It doesn't
stop.
There's nothing that's got to happen to turn it on. There are things that like we'll turn it up to 11.
Right.
But
you got to find those little things that will turn it back down to 8.
Yeah, and it's, although, you partner like medication with exercise and with like, going out and doing things with people or
isolation is the enemy.
Isolation is the enemy.
Yeah.
And there's a powerful desire to isolate when you don't feel...
And
I did that really fucking hard with a lot of alcohol, which is also a very bad fucking thing to do.
Mixing depression with depressant
makes stuff really fucking bad.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I didn't know why I was like so sad. I just thought I was like, oh yeah, I'm unpopular, and this is the thing that's that you see in.
It's the only reality you've ever known.
Yeah.
So how could you expect
I didn't have anything
different?
to compare it to, like somebody that wasn't experiencing what I was experiencing.
That's why it's hard to diagnose as an individual, because how would you ever know? Oh, this isn't normal.
I think I self-diagnosed in middle school off of, it was like the back of like a pamphlet or something. I think that was like a part of schooling,
right?
And it was like, multiple choice, this, and then you add up your score, and it's like, okay,
you're like, shit, I got 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I was like, I scored high.
I won. Oh wait, I'm
and I'm like,
I felt the same way.
And the biggest thing is get help. Like the best decision I ever made was to.
But guys, it's a sign of weakness. It means you're not a real man.
Let's talk about let's talk about that, because
let's
our
talk about
generation
embrace this shit.
It was, I mean, our generation was, we were finally able to say, fuck, dude. Like,
no, it's
I'm depressed.
Absolutely
or,
true.
Fuck, dude. I was, emotionally abused or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It was, this generation, we're finally able to say, yeah, this fucking
the
shit happened to me.
The information is out there.
And like, this is how the fuck I am. And it's fucking hard, dude. It's not fucking easy. But
we're one generation removed from the like keep it inside, be a tough guy mentality, and it's like as soon as that goes away,
and it's not that our parents didn't love us and anything, but it's just we were raised differently to just push that shit down. Push it down, cover it with booze, and it's never gonna come back up again. It does.
It was like I had no reason. Like, I had a great childhood.
Same with me, dude. I had a fucking great childhood.
I had no reason why I should be sad. And
there's the indicator, right?
And that's same with me. Exactly.
Or you find things just boring.
Well,
like, that's uninteresting.
That's what I wanted to say, is because I think a big misconception about what depression is I'm sad. And depression can also absolutely be I'm not happy. Mm-hmm. Or that my highs aren't that high and my lows are really low. Yeah. Like those are kind of the realities of what depression is, or can be, depending on the individual. But I think so many people who don't deal with it are just like, oh, are you sad? And it's like, well, no, but like I don't also have any reason to do things. Like and that's its own like
that you once enjoyed.
Yeah,
and then you're doing those things and you're not getting that same. Yeah.
No more spark.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. Find those little fucking tiny things in every day that may be 30 seconds, 15 minutes, an hour. Those little tiny things. Find those fucking things, and that will.
And like you said, it's really share them too.
Share them.
I feel like sharing them really like helps because.
Or tell the person
you're going to find somebody else who's interested in what you're interested in, and then you're on that team that we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Just be like,
this person also
this
likes
made
this
me happy today.
Yeah, and you have somebody to get excited with.
Somebody may be having that's another also a shitty day and be like, oh, that fucking makes me happy too. It's like just find those fucking things. But I felt the same way. I've been depressed since I was a little kid. I had no fucking reason for it. I was raised by great fucking parents. Had a great fucking life. I mean, who weren't rich or anything, but like I had a fucking great fucking life. But I was never fucking happy,
Mm-hmm.
Until now.
That's good. It only took you.
I'm a happy motherfucker now.
I'm a happy guy.
I'm a happy guy.
I love that little TikTok of the dog. The dog that like, it's sad because he has like a disability where he has to walk like that, but it looks like he's super happy.
I mean, only as sad as a dog can be. Dogs don't give a shit when they're disabled. That's the thing. You should take a page from the dog's book.
Oh,
exactly,
God,
man. Those guys.
Jeez. They got it down.
They do.
So I mean, on the same point, like. You just gotta find those fucking things that like can bring you out of it. Like I got really shitty, probably 3-4 months ago. I got to a real fucking bad place in my life, where like I mean I've always been that guy that like every time you fucking see me, everybody's gonna smile and laugh and shit. But that's not always the way that person is.
It's called masking.
I was gonna say the first thing that came to mind was Robin Williams. Yep.
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Yeah. Like, how could you ever know if he wasn't happy?
I have always been that guy that just like, fuck, I just want to make people happy and make people smile. Give people, like Bo Burnham says, give. I just want to make you happy. Be happy.
I just want to make content.
Just Bo Burnham.
That guy knows all the answers.
Said, I want to give you what I can't give myself.
Yeah, that was... Yeah.
That's really good.
That was the end of...
what was that, the Kanye rant?
Yeah, the Kanye rant.
Can we just agree, and we've all fanboyed on this podcast already, but like he's the sage of our generation.
Oh, for sure.
He's the voice.
He's
the voice of the millennials.
Yeah, he's like 5 years younger than us, but
it doesn't matter because he's in the same era.
So and I've always done that. I've always tried to give people what I have never been able to give myself, which was happiness, make you laugh. Like I can't make myself laugh, like just make other people laugh. Give people every time I see somebody, it's just trying to do that, but I got to a point where I realized that like I need to fucking give that shit to myself. I got to a really fucking
self-care is very important.
I got to a really fucking bad place in my life, and I reached out to some people. Some people didn't accept. Some people did. Wilson was really there for me and shit. And whoop whoop, Wilson.
Oh, what a guy! What a great guy!
But no, like when you get to that fucking bad place and you just want to fucking stop and give up, it's really good to have those people that are that can be like, no, dude, you are fucking awesome. You do deserve all the fucking happiness in the world, and it's fucking great to have those people in your life. So
such a romantic.
Oh my god.
Shout out to the new suicide hotline.
Oh, that is a huge deal.
Yes.
988.
988. If
not
you
911, it's 988.
988, and it's.
I feel like
please call if you need it. Yeah. Also, reach out to Jake _Carruthers_86 or Maple. House of Maple.
The House of Maple.
House of Maple as well.
That's
literally we will respond to any messages. We're here for you guys. We'd love to get out our phone numbers, but I have really shitty reception, so hit me on Wi-Fi. Find me on Facebook. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm there for you. Wilson's there for you. We've all been through this shit. So
no, and like I said, I'm really glad you brought up the suicide hotline number change because it's decades late.
It is.
I mean, for real, 911 has been around. We've all known that our entire lives. And at the same time, there has been a suicide hotline that entire time, but it was like 1-800, and I don't know after that.
I don't know.
Because who would know?
Was it even 1-800? Was it like 1-877? I'm not even sure.
Well, I had to look it up online.
Have you? But like.
I've used it a few times.
No, but I mean, like but
yeah, no.
But now
look it up online. It's like 20 fucking
right.
numbers,
but a three digit code, a 9.
When you're in a shitty place,
call
988.
That is going to make that system significantly more successful.
And if you don't want to talk to a person, like you said, hit us up on Facebook any time of night, any time of day. We're fucking.
My name is Jake Wilson, and I approve this message.
I'll speak for myself. I've absolutely gotten texts at 4 a.m. from people saying, like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, hey, yeah, you might feel that right now, but, like, you do, and you need to. And yes, and like, I'm the same way where, like, as soon as I get that message, I'm like, okay, well, this is what I'm doing with my evening.
Yep.
And
I've had the same situation. I've had people get a hold of me. I've had to talk to them down from the ledge or whatever the fuck, Then I've also had people do that same fucking thing for me. So it's like, shit, it's not fucking easy, you guys. So
humans were not designed to deal with like a whole society like this.
Our tribe is too big.
Our tribe
is too big.
This is, I mean.
And social media, if there is an evil of social media, which I don't believe that it's inherently evil, but if there is an evil to social media, it's because it makes your tribe too large and too disparate. Yeah. When all of the voices you're hearing are not in sync, then it's chaos. And so, whereas in your social life, your real life social life, you tend to prefer and stick around people whose voices are in sync.
Yeah.
And I feel like people haven't figured out how to do that in online social spaces because it's too easy to just be friends with everybody. Cull your social media friends lists. Go through and get rid of the people you don't they won't care. Yeah. That's the reality. They'll never notice. Just get rid of all the people that make you not enjoy your time there.
Right.
And the same thing you do in your real life. We all do that in our real life.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that real quick. I just wanted to give out shout out to one of my really good friends, Rachel. We actually met on social media, and we happened to meet each other when we were both at very shitty fucking points in our lives. And she has been one of those people for me that has really fucking kept me from the fucking edge, pulled me back when you can always talk to your friends. I can talk to Wilson. I can talk to you. I can talk to Phil. But there's some people that you can talk to about other things that you can't maybe talk to.
Sometimes it's helped if they're a little removed.
And
exactly. There's another thing that I when you brought this up earlier, I wanted to say this. Like, there are people that I know who just running into them will put a smile on my face and like make me happy for the day.
Have that written down,
right? but I mean, like somebody most of us know. My friend Sierra. Like, if I see her, I'm gonna have a good day.
Yeah.
My friend Sarah Lynch, who I went to school with. I actually saw both of them on the same day, and I was just like, oh my god, what Dude, a double dose of like the people that make me happy, and it's just it's unexplainable, and it's not that other people aren't also capable of making, but it's just like sometimes you just have
a different click. It's a different person, it's a different soul connection. It's just like like when I'm in a shitty fucking mood and I see her, I just fucking smile. Or right. she'll come up and say something stupid and fucking just corny as shit. I'll just be like, God damn it, I was having a bad day and you just ruined my bad day. And now I'm fucking smiling.
You ruined my bad day.
And it's just find those fucking people, those close friends, those people that you have that connection with, and fucking hold them close. Keep them fucking tight. Don't fucking lose those people, because those are the most important people in your fucking life. You know, just like find that shit. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to Rachel. Like, she really helped me when I was like at my fucking my worst. Like, kept me from fucking still being around fucking doing this shit. And we all fucking suffer from shit in our lives, but you know, kept me doing my happy shit. Doing my happy shit right now. I'm fucking feeling so goddamn good doing our fucking fireside podcast.
Oh, right? Yeah. Oh, I know. Like, we have things to complain about in the grand scheme. Like, we're, but
yeah.
Doesn't matter. All feelings are valid.
Well, no, but that's the duality of it. Is it like we started off talking about, you know, I mean, and it was an overt reference to like Ukraine, for example, where like, hey, there aren't bombs going off in our backyard.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we don't have problems. No. And I think that like this world, because we are so connected, we can always compare the scale of our problems to someone else, and the scale doesn't matter. The person,
still a lot.
The fact that it's close is what matters.
I have it written down right here.
Very...
It hits everyone differently.
Yep.
It's all about your fucking, makeup of your fucking brain, your chemicals. Everything hits everybody differently, and maybe you might be like, well, it's not that bad for them. Maybe it fucking is. Maybe it wasn't that bad for you because it was different or whatever, but it could hit this other person so much harder. So don't ever think that you know what somebody's going through until you fucking walk a mile in their shoes.
Right, yeah. At one time, I remember I had made a comment to my sister, and I realized later on that it hit her really hard. Felt pretty bad about that.
You said something that, like, did you know it was going to hit? Or
no.
Like, no. Okay. Because sometimes when we're having that, like, in that moment, we try and, like, do as much damage as possible. That's just a natural human thing. This is going to hit.
No, what'd you say?
Well, that's what I was asking. Because you don't have to say what it is. No, but no. But what I'm saying is that, like, sometimes
it wasn't
we try.
Like a personal attack or anything like that. It was just
you telling her how you really feel. Not about probably not about her, but like just like what's going on.
It was. It came from jealousy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It just. You never know. Watch what you say.
Right.
Like
you never know what people are battling, and it's none of your business.
Yeah.
First off.
Yeah.
Like.
You have no idea what anybody's going through or how anything affects them. So never, ever fucking lay judgment unless it's somebody who fucking needs judgment laid upon them.
I think we all know.
Which we all fucking know people that
without getting back into the details, what I was pointing out there is that like sometimes we say something and our goal is like, oh, this is going to hurt them real bad right now. And I can hurt this person right now with what I'm going to say. And if you do that, and then there's a fallout, like that's one thing. But sometimes that might not be your mindset. You're going to say the same thing, and it's going to hit the same way. So that's kind of what I was getting at. Is that you can say something
that was going to
right.
Yeah.
So regardless of your intent, because intent is important, but regardless of your intent, what happened was the other person felt hurt.
Yeah.
And that's where it's really easy to get defensive and say, well, I didn't mean to hurt you. So why are you acting like this?
Right.
But instead you should be like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. And it hurt you. I'm sorry that I did that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's not what comes first. That's what comes with analysis.
And like, why are you acting like this? I mean, everybody is going to take everything differently. You should never say, why are you acting like this?
Right.
Like, you can...
Or unless this is a general query of like, tell me why this hurts so that
Jake,
so that
are
I can
you high on acid? Why are you acting like this? Are we stopping the podcast? Then that's acceptable.
I just started my DMT.
Should I keep the sound running for sync or
no? Listen, last podcast.
No, for real though. We got it.
But no, I mean, riding on that a little bit, like, I had people in my life that have stolen my happiness, which
energy vampires.
You can you can
what we do in the shadows.
Find those people in your life that they do truly steal your happiness, and they don't want you to be happy because maybe they're not happy, or maybe they just don't want you to be happy, and
or they
like
just can't.
Maybe they just can't, and they're just narcissistic fucking assholes who can't find their happiness, so they don't want you to have any.
No, that feels really valid. That's like my ex. I feel like it's never that she didn't want me to be happy. I didn't say it was
my ex. Will.
No, I said my. This is my experience. Yours and mine should be friends. They'd get along. No, but I feel like that's what I want to say about it. Is that like I don't feel like she ever wanted bad things for me, but she also couldn't allow good things for
happiness.
Me. Yeah.
And they hated when you were happy.
And that's really
so when
huge.
When you find those people in your life, step back.
This is the other people.
No, because you keep your enemies closer.
Yeah.
No,
so
get the fuck rid of those fucking people in your life. And it took me a long time to realize that, but yeah, get the fuck rid of those people in your life, because when they're unhappy that you're happy, god damn it, you don't need that shit in your fucking life, man. It's fucking hard enough to be happy, and if someone's trying to squash it to, control you in some way and just keep you in a certain spot, like, get the fuck away from that. So do what the fuck makes you happy, and if somebody doesn't like what you do that makes you happy, maybe find another person or yourself to just fucking make you happy. Like,
well, meditate. That's another one of my big advice.
Also, can you hear the...
Yeah, it's the bells in the background. I don't know if that's going to pick up, but no. One of my big advice like nuggets that I hand out over and over again is like, be happy on your own. And this is relationship advice in general.
Yeah.
But it's life advice that I hand out regardless of relationship status. But I tell people all the time, I'm like, go figure out how to be happy on your own.
Yeah,
like my best decision,
and then find somebody else that
my best
brings
decision
you up even more
was to be single for a long time after my relationship, where I wasn't interested, I wasn't looking. If something came along, I wasn't going to say no, but I realized that like, oh, I don't need another person. Like, I need to be happy with me, so that when I meet somebody, I can be happy with them.
It took me a while
not
to
because
be,
of them.
Happy of my myself, rather than with somebody else.
It's a very important step to take into.
So my big advice to everyone coming out of relationships too is just go be single for a while. Just go be
find yourself again.
Like, give a year isn't even enough time, in my opinion. No. Well, for me, it took a couple. Everyone's on their own scale. But
everybody's got a scale. Everybody's on a different time frame.
My sophomore year, you got to rehook up.
Oh no, I ain't. No.
Yeah.
Go have fun.
If we have teenager listeners,
no. But
that
I mean,
shit
like,
doesn't matter.
This was not made for children. Why are you watching this? Go to bed.
It's 18 plus.
But I mean, just in the grand scheme of things, in my experience, like it takes more than that to really find yourself.
Yeah.
In general, I feel
find
like
yourself before you find somebody else.
Yes, and so that's
what Will's trying to wrap up.
But I mean, like, give yourself the time to do it.
Yeah.
You might think you figured it out in 6 months, but you probably didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think we're coming to the end of the podcast, so I just have one quick thing, because we're gonna do like Jake's little nuggets of wisdom. So yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah, people who come into your fucking life and stuff. So what I have to leave you guys with is the universe will not send you what you want, but it will send you what you need.
You might just find it sends what you need.
Yes, it won't give you what you want, but it will give you what you
close.
need.
I will twist,
and I've really found that out. It has not sent me what I wanted, but it has sent me what I needed to be here right now.
Universe.
Today, fucking doing this podcast.
Yeah, number 21.
Yeah. Warming my hands on the fire.
This is a good one. I love this.
No, we love you guys, and we'll be back for the after hours. Toss some wood on that fire, motherfucker.
Dude, I want to do like what was that old Nickelodeon show? Are You Afraid of the Dark? Where they throw in a powder into the fire and it goes.
We don't
that
have
was the
any
story. The start of the show.
Really? I've never.
You guys? Oh, okay. All right. Well, everybody else, you know what I'm talking about.
We're gonna put in the graphics.
Jake and I didn't have TV, so you know. I don't actually know how to do that, Jake. So you've just overpromised, and I will underdeliver.
It's been fun. We'll be back for the after hours.
All right, yeah. In a minute.
Bye.
All right.
Guess who's back?
Back. It's Jake and Jake.
Will Smith is back with the slap.
Oh, you did it.
What?
Oh,
don't you guys?
You did it.
Don't get me paranoid.
Oh God!
Is James gonna come running out of nowhere and slap me?
Okay, we need to. Welcome back to After Hours, everybody.
Hey,
we are visibly here later in the night. If you're watching on YouTube,
After Hours, if you're watching. But no, the sun's going down. Beers are being cracked.
Yeah,
it's super romantic.
It's been a minute since we finished the episode, I feel like.
Yeah.
Cracking a beer outside doesn't pick up as loud because there's no walls to bounce it back.
We all heard it.
No, but it's different. It's more distant.
Welcome back to
the
After Hours of Small Town Drinks Podcast. We really
welcome back to the Whisper.
Just
podcast.
Continuing to listen to the fucking episode, even though we call it the After Hours.
What? This is? Can we talk about the elephant in the room?
No.
What's the elephant?
This is the
We're
longest.
not in a room.
Can we talk about the elephant out in the world?
Okay.
This is the longest podcast we've ever done.
It is.
I think that is fitting.
And we decided to still do an After Hours because
and we all deserve to recognize the fire for bringing us together and making us talk forever.
Yes.
It really has been, and that's why I'm saying it's very fitting. These conversations are always like hanging out and having a conversation because it is.
It is.
But you put in a fire and a sunset and now darkfall are on its way. Like it's a
hard,
real thing.
It's hard to stop sitting around and talking. And honestly, you guys, after we turn off the camera, we're gonna sit around here and talk for a while too. So, but it's been so great to be able to do it like this because, it's easier to like just open up and talk like you're just sitting around having a conversation with your friends, having and just all of our other friends happen to be listening online, so we appreciate you guys.
And just so everybody knows, I feel like when I put the wood on the fire, it isn't in a particularly good order. I wish I would have made that a little bit better. But
yeah,
I mean,
Is that OCD?
No, it is. It is. No.
Visibly, I'm disturbed by.
Do you want to fix it?
You can go ahead. No. Just grab it. And
no,
turn
it's
it.
actually doing pretty well.
But no, we appreciate you guys who are watching on YouTube and listening online and stuff. It's just this is our happiness. This is what makes me and Jake happy, and we have talked about this so many times together that like this podcast, we appreciate you guys listening so much. We're amazed.
Yeah, we wanted to do it for such a long time, so we're so thankful.
So grateful that we're actually able to do it, and then like,
guys, we live in the future.
You fuckers listen to us for some reason, and we love you for it. And it's just so good to get these stories out and stuff. But yeah, me and Jake talk about this all the time. That it's just it makes us happy to just be able to get here and do this podcast and talk. Wilson.
Happy podcast time. We're here to have a good time. Every night, every time, it's gonna be a good time. Small Town Jake's podcast.
Oh my god. So that just made me so fucking happy. Spontaneous.
You know what? That's
Wilson song.
That is exactly why I haven't bothered to commission a jingle or audio for this show.
Oh, we got it.
Because you guys provide all that we need.
We got to get a mashup going of all the
little singing bits.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. If you've made it this far,
we'll figure it out.
Hold on. If you've made it this far into this episode, you're a real fan.
Yeah.
Go submit your favorite bit or moment from anything we've done. Just give us the episode and a timestamp. It's really easy to do with just look at the time and just tell us how many minutes and how many seconds.
We will make a mashup of
when it starts and
leave it as a comment.
But I think that thing you just sang may be like our new intro. Even though you're gonna hear it again and you'll be like, I hope that. So. Cut that out.
Nope, we're gonna start every
episode.
130 more episodes, and we're still going to. It's me.
151. You shot straight for
every 20
high proof rum. That's your
151 rum. Something. 3-6 Mafia back in the day.
Oh yes, we all
echoes in my mind.
Okay, but anyways, before we get too far into that, I think we're gonna cut off the after hours because we did a really long podcast, but we had like a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
we had a lot of shit that like actually meant something to us, and we usually make our funny podcast and stuff, but it was nice to be able to do this real shit podcast.
I hope everyone's laughing anyway.
We still did. We made jokes.
Yeah. That's the best part. You got to be able to laugh at all the shit.
Oh God, you
got to
be able
parts
to
and
laugh
the hard parts
at everything. You know, look back at everything. Just fucking be able to laugh at everything. And
we're gonna laugh at everything.
Oh my God, Wilson's singing again. Okay, we love you guys. So
Tom
have
Hanks was here again. I can't believe he showed up.
Oh, hey Tom, how's it going?
Oh my God, you guys are the worst.
Why don't you love me?
Wilson. This is why I love these guys. Thank you guys for coming back.
Oh, good night.
Hope you
for
enjoyed
real
the
this
fireside.
time.
And
Winky face.
Signing off, Jake
Winky
Carruthers.
face.
Signing off.
Winky face, Jake Wilson.
And over here,
Will from Workshop Studios.
All right, Workshop Studios. Thank you so much, and we love you guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Signing off.
Beep.
Bob. Podcast over.